Hey fam, it's Sheree. What's good? Happy New Year once again. If y'all want to see how I went from this to this in just a few months using my rice water PrePoo, definitely stay tuned, y'all. Like, it blows my mind how short my hair was just 4 months ago. This PrePoo has really taken my hair to the next level. My hair is thicker, it's longer, it's shinier. Like, this PrePoo is lit as hell. So let me show you how I make it. It's super simple. So here are all the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need rice water. I have detailed videos on how to prepare rice water. I show you how to prepare regular rice water, and I also have shown you how to prepare black rice water. It doesn't really matter which one you use for this recipe. You're going to need some aloe vera juice. You're going to need an oil. I'm using my Ayurvedic oil because I'm bougie and extra, but use whatever oil you want: olive, coconut, avocado, castor oil, whatever you want. Vegetable glycerin, of course, for that moisture. And these are optional ingredients. I throw in some essential oil. I like to give my hair a little zap, 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 get the circulation and blood flowing to the scalp. And I also don't like stuff running down my back. I don't like liquidy things running down my back. So I use xanthan gum, which thickens the mixture. You can use guar gum. I've mentioned guar gum in my other recipes, but I'm out of that. So I'm just going to use xanthan gum. But honestly, they're all the same. So use whatever you got. And you don't need it, but I likes it. Now let's break these ingredients down a bit. You're going to need 8 ounces of rice water. Rice water contains a key nutrient known as inositol, which strengthens and repairs the hair and increases hair elasticity, helping to create a more defined curl pattern. Rice water also adds shine, volume, softness, and smoothness to the hair. At least that's been my experience. I love rice water. You're going to need 8 ounces of aloe vera juice. Aloe vera is a super ingredient for hair care. It's so dope. It smooths the hair cuticle, penetrates deeply into the hair shaft, conditions the hair, and aids in hair growth. Like, aloe vera is the GOAT. In this recipe, it offers a moisture balance to the strengthening effects of rice water. Some people say rice water makes their hair dry. It gives them protein overload. With aloe vera juice, it's going to help to balance that because it's just super moisturizing. I use 2 tablespoons of oil. Definitely feel free to adjust this recipe to fit your hair length, your hair thickness. You may need more of these ingredients, you may need less. And I also store mine in the fridge for weeks, so it does have a pretty long shelf life. Well, in the fridge life. I add oil because it adds additional softness, slip, and shine to any recipe. Any recipe you see on my channel, more than likely I'm going to throw a dash of oil up in there. Vegetable glycerin is an ingredient that I add in almost all of my mixes. It's one of my favorite ingredients. I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin adds unbelievable slip, like Slip City. It aids in detangling, smooths the hair, and increases softness and shine. That's what I'm going for: softness, shine, and slip. Essential oils are optional, as I said before. I'm going in with rosemary, but feel free to go in with peppermint, lemongrass, bergamot, whatever you want. Rosemary essential oil in particular has anti-inflammatory properties. It increases blood flow to the hair follicles and stimulates hair growth. Because what are we doing in the year 2020? We're achieving booty crack length hair. And lastly, xanthan gum. 1 teaspoon, that's all you need. Don't use too much of this stuff or you're going to have a rock on your hands. Xanthan gum, like guar gum, takes the slip of any recipe to the next level. It thickens liquid mixtures, making products easier to apply. That's really the function, to add slip and to thicken my products so they're not just gliding and sliding everywhere. It's gross. Now let's get some mixing. And this is like really simple. Like all of this breakdown makes it complicated. Honestly, once you start doing it, it's simple. I just combine my liquid ingredients, the aloe vera juice, and the rice water. Again, check out my videos on rice water. I also wasn't trying to play myself in this video, so I decided to add the rice water and aloe vera juice to a bigger measuring cup because I didn't want no issues. I didn't want no spillage, so I just used a bigger measuring cup, and I mix them all together. Then I go in with the 2 tablespoons of oil, give that a good mix, but I mean, at that point, that's really extra, but I just give it a little mix. Then I just put that to the side, and I work on the xanthan gum. I use the glycerin to hydrate the xanthan gum. You can also use oil to hydrate it as well, but I wouldn't recommend using water because water makes it clump. Because the point of it is to thicken water, so if you add water to it, it don't really do what you would want it to do. Just trust me. Do better than me, be better than me, and just listen to my advice. Hydrate it in some glycerin or some oil. And then I literally just combine them, and that's it. I don't really know what else to say. It's such a super simple mix. It always seems complicated when you try to break it down. This mixture was a bit thinner than I usually like my mixtures. I should have applied a little bit more xanthan, but you really don't have to. It just depends on what type of thickness you want. If you want a looser consistency, you don't have to use xanthan. If you want something thicker, then I would recommend using like a tablespoon and a half of xanthan to make it really thick. But mine was a nice consistency. It was kind of messier than I'm used to, but in the end, it's still just as effective. The thickness does not affect the effectiveness of the PrePoo. And this is what the consistency starts to look like after you mix it up. It starts to thicken after like a minute or so. And then I go in and add my essential oil. Again, I'm using rosemary. And I go in with about 10 or 15 drops of that just to kind of conceal the smell of the rice water and also for its ability to really get the blood flowing on the scalp and get the hair growth popping. Then I decant it because I'm extra into a bottle for easier application. You can use it directly from whatever bowl you mix it in, but I like to apply it into a bottle just for easier application. That's just me. Do whatever you want to do, honey child, boo boo. And then that's it, y'all. This is my recipe. Usually this is finished in one use. Sometimes I don't use as much and I can get 2 uses out of it. It just depends. I like using a lot of product. It can be stored in the fridge for like 2 or 3 weeks, so you don't always have to redo it every single wash day. Some people think DIYs are so hard because they don't want to have to mix them every week. Well, you don't have to. That's what the fridge is for. And this is the consistency. I'm just showing you the slip and I'm showing you the texture. But let's get into applying it. And this is what my hair is looking like at the start of my wash day. At this point, it is a bit more stretched than normal. Sometimes it's like super tangled. It is still a bit tangled, I'm not gonna lie, because I've worn my hair out for like a week. Usually my hair is tucked away under a wig or something, but this week I wore my hair out. I was trying to be fancy. I usually start in the back section of my hair. Always start in the back. That's what I do. The back section of my hair is usually my more tangled section of my hair. It's a section of my hair that rubs against my shoulders and my back. So the friction from rubbing against my shirt just makes it tangled. So I usually take a lot more time on this section because it is super tangled, and I'm sure it's the same for you. So take your time. In the past, I used to detangle as soon as I applied the product, but I don't do that anymore. I just prefer applying a whole bunch of product to my hair, letting it sit, and then detangling in the shower. I find that that works best for me. I lose less hair. So I no longer detangle my hair as soon as I apply my PrePoo. That's not what's effective for me. I just apply a bunch, twist it up, and I move on to the next section, and then I detangle once I rinse it out. So I just really use the PrePoo to loosen my tangles and get the wash day started. And that's really what I do. And you can see that I literally have pieces of strands that stick together. And yeah, y'all, and sometimes I clip off single strand knots because I'm obsessive. And I just move on to the next section, doing the same thing. And you may think, well, what's the point of pre-pooing if you're not detangling? Well, it really loosens my hair. So by the time I get into the shower, I have little or no knots because the oil and glycerin, rice water, and aloe has really loosened up my hair so that there's really not much work to be done. And this is what one section of my hair looks like. Well, one half of my hair looks like. You can see that the pre-poo defines the hell out of my hair. When I rinse this thing out, my hair is defined like a wash and go because xanthan gum also adds definition. Like, look at how juicy and soft my hair looks, and that's just how it feels. This is such a good recipe. I gotta pat myself on the back for this one. Okay. And I just continue that process and I finish the other side. I wanted to show you what my full head looked like. You can see that it just smooths my hair. Like, the volume of my hair is way down now because everything is smooth, okay? Like I put a relaxer in it almost. Well, I shouldn't be saying that in a natural hair video. Well, that's awkward. But yeah, that's how smooth my hair gets. Like, I don't know. It's really just magic. And then I just braid my hair up. So I'm usually left with about 2 braids, sometimes 4 braids, sometimes more. I apply my plastic cap because I like to apply heat to my pre-poo. This is an optional step, but I'm extra, and I like the rice water to sit on my hair a bit longer. So because of that, I do go in with my hot head and I pre-poo for 20 or 30 minutes. I love the rice water in my hair. I think that's the reason I'm getting so much growth, because the rice water is sitting on my hair and is penetrating. The Yao women in China actually use rice water not to condition their hair, to wash it, and that's why I started pre-pooing, because I wanted to do rice water as close to the original creators of rice water as I could. And I'm just rinsing my hair out, and I wanted to show you what the rice water looked like rinsed out of my hair. You can see that my curls have dropped. I have so much stretch to my hair. My hair just looks soft and juicy. Like, this is really the GOAT, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Like, this gives my hair so much softness, so much shine. It's really super duper incredible. I will sing the praises of this pre-poo. I will be continuing to use it in 2020. Like, look at my curls, y'all. Like, look at my curls. Look at that drop. Like, look how good my hair looks. Like, it's crazy. And once you pre-poo your hair and you have a good wash day regimen, this is what your hair is going to look like. It's going to look soft and supple. This is the style that I achieved using grease. If you haven't seen that video, check it out in the cards. But yeah, y'all, that's it. This is my rice water and aloe pre-poo. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Share with a friend if you must or if you have to. And definitely subscribe for more videos. I'll try to bring y'all some more DIYs in 2020. And again, y'all, happy 2020. See y'all.